What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys have an amazing day. And what we have here is 10 iconic opening lines that will hype up the crowd. If you want to get the crowd turned up, you got to let these guys talk, okay? I'm going to say just a couple of them I'm thinking that should be on this list. And obviously, finally, Lil Rock should be on this list, okay? New Age Outlaw should be on this list. Let me think. Scott Hall, hey yo, should be on this list. That's all I can think of right now. I'm kind of tired. We're going to do this anyways. Before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. Let's get into this.
1, 2,
It's on.
Catchphrases help enhance a wrestler's character in promos.
And you can't teach that.
Starting promos with a catchphrase allows fans to become invested right from the opening line.
Welcome to
Raw is Jericho.
The crowd might choose to recite
The Rock gotta be
lines
top
of the
5 for
wrestler,
his.
Who Wants to Walk with Elias?
or simply just cheer or boo.
Kansas City.
What do you want to talk about? Cody doesn't make the
The
list.
phrase
I'm
can
sorry.
be long or short, but the main thing is that it gets the fans to react.
Arriba la raza!
Today, we'll look at which catchphrases work best as opening lines,
Are you ready?
as we highlight 10 iconic intros to promos.
Acknowledge me.
We start with one of the most recognizable
What?
lines in wrestling history.
That's low.
The Rock has come.
Okay, hold on. So I'm assuming that it's just, I don't think it's in order then. I'm assuming it's not in order because if it is, there's no way The Rock is at 10, bro. That makes no sense at all.
Rock showed us how impactful catchphrases could be, and he made sure to start his promos with one of his absolute best. Fans eagerly waited for the Great One to announce he had come back to their city. There was build-up, suspense, and then finally a nod to where the fans lived, that they could all recite in unison.
Finally,
The Rock has come back.
to Buffalo. Has come back to Little Rock. Has come back to Las Vegas.
The Rock coming back to Little Rock is kind of funny.
Come back to Tehran. To run his mouth on all your candy assets. Has come back to Indiana. Who gives a crap?
And we all know how much the people love to hear their city being mentioned.
Yay! Hooray! Yay! That's where we live! Yay! Shut up!
Val Venis wowed fans during the Attitude
Hello,
Era, especially
ladies.
the female members of the audience. Val would acknowledge them once he got on the mic with the famous "Hello, ladies" catchphrase.
Hello, ladies!
After he said this, the camera would then pan to women in the crowd.
Hello, ladies!
We used to do that like when we were younger, like elementary school. We didn't do the whole like thing that he did. We didn't take off a towel. We didn't do gyrating or whatever. But we used to like whenever we see like a group of girls in school, like hopscotching or double dutching or whatever, we run over and be like, "Hello, ladies," and then just say, "It'll get away," and then that'd be in. It was kind of disappointing that being Val Venis didn't work in real life, but it is what it is.
Hello, ladies!
Oh, come on.
Hello, ladies!
They used to put all the blondes on the camera.
The Big Valboski's promos mostly consisted of puns and innuendos that certainly wouldn't fly today.
Cause I got more meat than your buns can handle.
That's crazy.
Rock
And ready to.
load.
Yeah, they can't say
In
that
fact,
today.
his persona was even too risque during the Attitude Era.
Good talking.
Pretty solid message. Jumpy, jumpy, beep, beep. No more. Hello, babies.
As the WWF were forced to strip back his character by having him wear a shirt and tie as part of the right to censor. He later returned as the adult film star, but was significantly toned down. The "Hello Ladies" catchphrase was one thing that didn't get the chop though.
He's a hell of an athlete in and out of the rings.
You'll get in the blondes.
Scott Hall
Yo, real question for you guys, or real quick. Would it have been a good idea for them to bring back the Right to Censor as a heel group today? If they reinvented it, brought people together and recreated the Right to Censor, not the actual wrestlers that was in there. We don't need Val Venis or Godfather or Good Father at the time, or Buchanan or Steven Richards. We don't need all that. I think Steven Richards, hopefully he's doing good, because I saw before that he wasn't doing so good. So hopefully, prayers out to him. But to have them as like a heel faction. But I think nowadays the way things are kind of getting censored in certain areas, maybe people will be behind them, or it could be like some type of polarizing group. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.
Hall made it cool to be the bad guy, first in the WWF as Razor Ramon, and then under his real name in WCW. Hall had a unique swagger and effortless charisma. Scott did numerous different things that stood out, and one of them was simply saying,
Hey yo,
Hey, yo.
hey yo, 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 hey yo.
R.I.P.
crowd signs are often a good way to tell if something is over, and it was common to see hey yo signs in the audience. Scott's promo kept a similar but effective formula. From the hey yo to the survey, the fans were always on board. Shortly after winning his first title in WWE,
I hate that
John
belt,
Cena
man. I
frequently
really don't
opened his
like it.
promos by telling us the champ is here.
The champ is here. Yo, 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 yo.
Picked that from Jadakiss, huh?
Yo, yo, yo. The champ is here.
The phrase stuck, becoming a staple of John's promos anytime he held a title, which was quite often given how decorated of a career Cena's had.
The champ
Is here.
The champ is her. The champ is here. The champ is here.
The champ is here catchphrase also spawned some of Cena's most memorable t-shirts. The phrase helped John feel like the biggest star in the company, no matter what belt he held. Sure, there were other wrestlers with titles, but Cena felt like the true champ.
The
That's true.
champ is here.
From the moment the New Age Outlaws music hit,
Oh, you
Road
didn't
Dogg was on
know?
the mic running his mouth.
Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Their entrance was unique since Road Dogg would cut a promo before he even got into the ring by introducing himself and Billy Gunn individually.
it's me. It's that D-O-double-G.
Rolling once again with that B-A-double-D-A, double crooked ladder. Bobbing once again with Sweet Billy G.
Once the music stopped, the Outlaws welcomed everyone to the doghouse.
Welcome to the
Doghouse.
Before beginning their traditional promo routine, fans would recite each word with Road Dogg in what was one of the best examples of crowd participation in wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Ladies and gentlemen, boys
Boys and girls, children of all ages.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. D-Generation X proudly brings to
100%.
you its WWF Tag Team
Champions of the world.
Road Dogg,
Oh,
Jesse
Jesse James.
James,
Billy Gunn. New Age Outlaws.
Crowds did it up for Eddie Guerrero during the height of his popularity on SmackDown, especially whenever he began his promos in
Orale.
vintage Eddie fashion. Orale was typically accompanied by
Yeah.
the name of the city Eddie was in at the time.
Orale, Kansas City.
R.I.P. to Eddie, man.
Orale, Indianapolis. Orale, Houston.
Eddie, you know what? Just real quick about Eddie, and I know people have heard all good things about Eddie, and I have nothing much more to say but good things about him. But as far as the gimmick, as far as the lie, cheat, steal gimmick, and him pretending as the other person hit him with like a weapon or a belt and trying to trick the referee, I don't know if there'll ever be anything like that ever again as far as a gimmick in wrestling, unless there's something going on in the independent scene that I haven't seen yet. I don't know who can ever recreate something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that is something, I don't know. I don't know if there's that many things that can't be, recreated like that. Of course, obviously, some gimmicks like Undertaker and stuff like that, but just that specific one itself, I can't think of any other ones.
Orale, Cincinnati. Orale, Las Vegas.
Latino Heat would also shout Mi Raza anytime he was close to home.
Orale, mi raza.
Eddie had a charm that drew fans in, from driving to the ring in a lowrider, to greeting the audience when he got on the mic, to lying, cheating, and stealing his way to victory. The people were with Eddie every step of the way. Paul Heyman's second run in WWE began with what would end up becoming an iconic catchphrase that fans love to repeat.
Ladies and
Gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
My name is Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman. How stupid are you that I make fun of you and then what do? You say my name along with me. My name is Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman.
This run cemented Heyman as one of the greatest talkers in wrestling history.
And I am the advocate for the reigning,
Defending undisputed WWE heavyweight champion of the world, Brock Lesnar.
Whether he's known as a manager, an agent,
Yeah,
an
look at young
advocate, or
Paul.
special
That's
counsel,
crazy.
once you hear the opening line of his promo, you know his name is Paul Heyman.
My name is Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman.
Lance Storm was the definition of a wrestler who did their talking in the ring.
Yeah,
Between
he
the
had, like,
ropes,
no
was one of the
charisma.
best, but on the mic, he wasn't known to have much charisma.
Yeah.
But this was played to his advantage, as having such little personality became a trait of his character. And like most characters in wrestling, it was the real life person with the volume turned up. The "if I could be serious for a minute" catchphrase worked tremendously.
If I can be serious for a minute.
Great
This
call.
is gonna
Mike.
be good. If I can be serious for a minute.
See what I mean?
I don't know about this one.
If I can be serious.
Growing up watching wrestling, I like Lance Storm. He's like one of those guys that people seem, it's always the people that are super technical for the most part, in most of wrestling, usually aren't that great on the mic. There are some out there, but you got the Lance Storms. Some people will say Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Zack Sabre Jr. The list goes on and on. I know Daniel Bryan is technical and he's really good on the mic. I get that. There are some out there, but for the most part, it was like that. But for him, growing up watching him, I didn't feel like the crowd really got that hype when he will say, if I be serious for a moment, or if I could be serious for a moment. Like, they'll say something, but they wouldn't really be like as upset, even when, as far as being a heel and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
If I can be serious for a minute.
If I could be serious for a minute.
It summed up who Lance Storm was, a straight-laced, in-ring technician. Forget sports entertainment, when Storm said this line, it meant the time for talking was up. It was now all about the wrestling.
If I can be serious for a minute. Without being interrupted. If I can be serious for a minute.
Enzo, Amore, and Big Cass blossomed into a fine tag team that are best remembered for their promos, especially their opening monologue, where, like the New Age Outlaws, the fans would recite Amore's entire intro.
My name
Is Enzo Amore,
and
I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. This here is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. The room, how you doing?
Enzo and
thought about
Cass,
Joey
as well
off
as
of Friends, but
Carmella
every time
during
he
their
said
time
that.
in NXT, had the audience right from the jump.
This is Carmella, and she's hot as hell, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing?
To the point where their in-ring work was pretty much secondary. It was all about the epic pre-match promo. Enzo and Cass made the fans part of the show, as the crowd couldn't wait to repeat their every word.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing?
Roman Reigns' heel run as the leader of the bloodline can be summed up by two words.
me.
Acknowledge me. New Orleans.
Acknowledge me. Pittsburgh. Acknowledge me. Milwaukee. Acknowledge me. Montreal. Acknowledge me. Hollywood. Acknowledge me. WrestleMania. Acknowledge me.
Crazy
Roman demanded
ending, man.
everyone acknowledge
Crazy
him as
ending.
the tribal chief and head of the table, and it was hard not to, given his utter dominance where he reigned over the WWE for several years.
Acknowledge me. There's one thing left to do. Minneapolis. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Those who didn't fall in line and acknowledge Roman would be banished from the island of relevancy that Reigns and the Bloodline sat atop of.
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
The rest of the Bloodline also had a recurring intro for their promos, in which they too would mention the name of the city they were in.
Grand Rapids! The
Bloodline is in your city.
Cincinnati, Ohio! The Bloodline is now in your city!
But just like the fans and rival wrestlers, even the Bloodline must acknowledge the tribal chief.
You there, sitting at home,
Yeah, I am.
acknowledge me.
I don't want to.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other videos.
Pretty good list. Pretty good list. It's so crazy. Every single time that I see Roman Reigns right now, it's so crazy how he went from one end to the whole different side of the spectrum. Because I remember years ago, people hated seeing him on the screen, no matter what he did or said. They booed him up until the point where he, announced his unfortunate situation with leukemia. But thank God he's in remission right now. But before then, people hated Roman Reigns so bad, and to see him go from that to where he is now it's crazy. That's why I always say, like, just never count any wrestlers out. I know people like get really deep and be like, yeah, well, they don't have what it takes, blah blah blah. But there's so many stories of wrestlers that weren't good at one point, and one small gimmick change went take them to like the whole different side of the spectrum, But except for the people that WWE don't really know what to do with, like a Lacey Evans and stuff like that, so they haven't figured that out. So, but that's a whole different story for a different video. But anyways, which one was your favorite? Which one did they not put on this list? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm still trying to get used to this camera angle. I'm trying my hardest not to look that way and talk, because I used to talk to you guys from that direction, but bear with me. All right. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.